and sisters you did for me. My name is Danalyn Murillo, and I am the coordinator of the Adventist Community Service, initially referred to as Dorcas. ACS Belize is a part of a global initiative whose primary goal is to minister to the needs not only of the less fortunate, but those in general need of hope, encouragement, and Christian affection. Caring for communities is a privilege we all share, and ACS is fulfilling this mission by assisting families and communities through local initiatives such as disaster response, food and clothing distributions, elderly care, urban gardening, and self-sufficiency programs. So how can we help to help others? You can become an ACS volunteer or donor by contacting us at 610-2045 or emailing us at atn@cbm.belizeunion.org. Adventist Community Service, making a difference, helping humanity, providing hope for Belize and the world.
Hi, I'm Pastor Emiliano Viamel.
And I'm Elder Shane Neal.
And we're the hosts of Hour of Power.
We are ready to pray for you and with you.
Prayer is the key that unlocks heaven's door. In Philippians 4, 6, and 7, God cautions us not to be anxious about anything.
Instead, in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus.
Join us every Thursday night at 6 p.m. on our Facebook and YouTube pages, as well as Channel 98 on Central Cable TV, to experience this peace that passeth all understanding. You can join our global prayer family by praying that God continues to lead and bless this ministry.
By becoming a faithful viewer and inviting your friends and family to like and share our programs.
With your kind donations as well as your generous financial contributions.
Contact us at 501-613-9351
or send us an email at atn@cbm.belizeunion.org.
We are located at 10 3/4 miles Northern Highway at the Tubal Trade and Vocational Institute. Thank you for being a part of the ATN ministry.
And we pray God's richest blessings upon you and your family.
With coronavirus and this pandemic, is there any hope when things appear so desperate? Can I make a difference? Absolutely, we can make the difference. How do we do this? With social support. Reach out. Show people you care. Show your friends you care. Show your neighbors you care. Waving, smiling. Check on how your friends are doing. But if you're vulnerable, if you're in a risk group, whether it be because of one's age or other constraints of having other illnesses, stick to what is safe to do. Don't put yourself at risk. Help others, but help them in a way which will be meaningful and stick to the messaging.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Defining Your Health. I'm your host, Tracy Lewis, and we have a beautiful set this morning. And we're joined also by a beautiful lady. I know you have not seen this face before. We have with us Sister Asako Solis. And introduce yourself, sis. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi, good morning, Miss Tracy. Thank you very much for having me here this morning. My name is Asako Solis. I'm the director of Belize Expression Art Foundation. Yes. And then I have a little bit of some environmental project this year. So that's why I came here as an environmentalist.
All right, so that explains the plans on set. Right, so Miss Solis is an environmentalist, but can you guess exactly what we're talking about this morning? She turns sargassum into
Soil.
soil. All right, I've never heard that one before, so I hope you're excited about this topic this morning. You said that you work at the Belize Expressive Arts Foundation. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that organization?
Okay, that's the NGO. Actually, 2019, me and my partners are registered this NGO. We are located in Ladyville. I do teach piano, music. My partner teach karate, martial arts.
Wow.
Before COVID, we had some summer workshop art, also like a Japanese class or a lot of activity. But this year, since of COVID, we try to make something new, job creation. Also, that's something good for this environment. Then we choose the sargassum was coming a lot by this coastal in Belize. We decided to go there and clean up the beach and change into this soil.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So you got that, you were inspired by that idea because of the environmental problems that we had, the overproduction of sargassum on
Yes.
this, soil. So you said you do a lot of different things at the Belize Expressive Arts Foundation. You do music, you do karate. So that means you have an audience.
Audience. Yes.
You have a lot of young people that you're working with.
Yeah, we are trying to get involved community, and everyone's supposed to have something you like and something to be stimulus, right? So we try to share the opportunity and brush it up, and then yes, what we can work for it.
So this environmental effort that you're making, you reach out to young people. Do you have them participating?
Yes, yes. Myself actually like 12 times this year. Yes, every Sunday we went we make 10 of the groups, and then 14 week we engage to goes to San Pedro, Kikaka, Belize City, Hopkins, Placentia. Yes, all over by
Every Sunday. Wow.
Yes.
So how long have you been doing this? I know BEAF, Belize Expressive Art
Yes.
Foundation, has
Yes.
been established for a while, but how long has this sargassum project started?
We started this experiment in 2 years ago. Then still sargassum, this problem is increased, especially between May to September, when that's the temperature, the sea temperature goes up, and then more allergy. This seaweed is actually more stocked up by the beach.
The beach side.
Yes, so we focus on that May to September, and then we are little by little we are just picking up if that's its work. And then this year, now we know that the plants are reacting very very good. So yes, this year we put more effort in.
Okay, perfect. I think you had a slide that you wanted to share with us with some useful information on how this project got started. So I remember seeing a couple pictures of young people on the beach and collecting the sargassum. But how exactly do you organize these efforts? Because I noticed that you're in Hopkins or in Keycocker. So how do you choose where to?
We didn't know which area have more. And so we just had an experiment 14 weeks, 2 weeks we go to San Pedro, Keycocker, and then what's the changes? And the amount wise, it's San Pedro and Placentia was most. And then Keycocker itself, actually village council was taking care of it. But they are usually fill the land.
Okay.
Yes, it is okay, but for me, I don't want to waste because seaweed have a lot of nutritious. They are absorbed from the sea, a lot of mineral, nitrates, and so after we dry it and then grind, so we can mix with this soil.
Wow, that's a lot of work. I saw on the slides just
Yeah.
now that you received a grant. So
Yes.
how did you begin to get funding for this? How did you become recognized?
Okay, this was so little by little. This opportunity was actually for after the Kobe.
Uh-huh.
But then if just to give away the money, if you use it, the money is gone. But if this opportunity, this make into something, can make a profit, then can sustain, right? Do you understand? Like yeah, not only just to spend it out. We are producing at the same time.
Opportunities
Yes,
for people
we are
to be
cleaning up.
employed.
Yes, we clean up the beach, but then out of that we change into the soil and organic fertilizer. So we can sell this, we can grow the plants, we can do farming, planting, and so we can continue.
That's
Yes.
help. So you are the director of all of
I
this.
just want to be humble, and I don't want to waste anything.
Right.
Yes.
So this is a huge project. You said that you have the young people assisting you, but where does
Yes.
all of this occur? Right here in Ladyville, the entire project?
Yeah, but actually, that some helper are coming from the Cayo or the Placentia because they want to do something as well. So when I go each district, we contacted some city council, village council. If anybody interested in, we welcome them. Yes.
Right.
So not only just to clean up, and then we hope to have more continuous some like a workshop to share the idea how to reuse this sargassum.
Okay. I want you to show us in the second segment how exactly the fertilizers work, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But just before we get there, we have a lot of plants, and we're now in the time in Belize where everybody's trying gardening, urban gardening, and all of these things. So when we think about the sargassum into soil, why would you or how would you recommend that it's a healthier choice as an organic fertilizer over what we might be used to using?
There is another problem to use a chemical fertilizer after the get rain. Then that's the chemical go into the river. Then that's water goes to sea. Actually, that is one of the cause of this why this sargassum increased.
Wow.
Of course, that's climate change was affected. Water temperature goes up, but a lot of the pollution land to sea, that's actually causing increase of the algae. In 2012, this was just happened, but from then to now, 200 times the amount is now it's coming to Belize.
Wow, 200 times.
Yes.
And you said there's a relationship between that amount of sargassum that washes up on our shore
Yes.
and the use of chemical fertilizers.
Not only chemical fertilizer, but something that's the human that's it's throwing away. That's chemical.
The garbage.
Yes, that's
All
goes to
those
sea.
things play a role.
Yes.
Right. So, for those of us who would want to make use of this fertilizer, how would we get access? What would we ask for? What's the name of the fertilizer? Where will we go?
Okay, thank you. This is my products called EcoWeed. We sell at the 8 Mile Philip Golson Highway.
Okay.
So this by SAC.
So how would you mind sharing the information, like pricing?
Sure.
Because we have a lot of viewers and a lot of our, as Adventists, in the Adventist community, we have a lot of help minded people. So we're interested in growing our own plants and we're finding healthy ways, organic ways to do so. So I'm sure that we'll have a lot of viewers who are interested in buying this product. So
Thank you so much.
how do you sell them?
Okay, this is the $20 a sack.
Okay.
Yes, but this is handmade. It's grinded by hand, dry it. So the amount was actually more 5 times, 6 times. But then after dry, it shrink.
Oh.
So all nutritious compressed into this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would only use a little bit of it.
You know all of it, but only sargassum, only nutritious part.
Okay.
You know, when I collect it, it is from the sea, so it's heavy and it looks a lot. But then in the process, after dry it, it gets shrink and then get lighter. Then we grind. Then that's compact. Here. Usually like a 5 pound. Right now I just brought a little bit, but
Okay.
yes.
Can you open it?
Sure.
Maybe we can
Sure.
have a little look.
Right. But right now the weather
Because of the weather, it's a little. So this is pure sargassum.
Yes, actually, I mix with some mulch, so more soil get settled. Usually, like only black soil, if we buy, it's get dry too easily. You
So
know,
this
that's
is
a lot
mixed
of
with
sun.
soil already.
No, this is not. It is sargassum with, we have some mulch.
Mulch.
Yes, and the cotton shell, cotton.
Okay, I don't know about that one.
Okay, cotton. What do you say? It's like a cotton.
It's like cotton. Oh, cotton
shell.
Cotton.
Yes, in the orange work there is a man that's making that cotton shell. But then
Okay.
it's after dried, we can like a kind of mix and compost, so more
Oh.
nutritious gets.
So you mix in this cotton
Yes.
shell with the sargassum
Yes.
and a little bit of the roots,
Mm-hmm.
plant roots together,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what you use. In terms
Yes.
of the effect, what effect
Yes.
does it have in as opposed or in comparison to other fertilizers?
Well, this is 100% natural, and it's growing big. And if you like a vegetable, it's there first and big and then rich.
So how do I know how much to use?
How much? Okay, this is easy. Just like this, and then just around here. Can see here. Should I move to? Okay, yes, like this. Doesn't go too bad if
So
I
not
put
too much. You would be based on the plant size and if it's in a container, you would more or less maybe just put like a quarter and just a bit of it. Okay, I guess our farmers would more know, but not too
It's
much.
easy, yeah.
And then do you apply it every day or?
Just like it's good for 2 months, 3 months. You will see like a gradual
So
change,
that's
like a
what I would
week
use
to.
for 2-3 months. That little bit, that's it.
Mhm.
I wouldn't.
Because when the get rain, the water, the nutritious goes down little by little.
So I wouldn't do that again tomorrow. If I
No,
did
no,
that
no, no.
today
Yes, that's okay for season.
for 2-3 months.
Yes.
Wow,
so too much,
this
right?
little sack would last me like a whole year.
Yeah, but it depends like how much,
How much
you
plants?
have. Yes.
Right.
Usually, plants already mix with the black soil and this, so
Okay.
already rich. So then, when as grow, they suck more. Then I add more.
This is such a brilliant idea, Miss Solis. I don't know how you came up with this. So can you tell me about the initial stages in terms of getting the factory or getting the workers or employees, or I think there's a slide here with some pictures of the
We are
production
very
process.
small production.
Small production,
Yes.
meaning
I know like in Mexico, they are collected by machine. They have like a factory. Sometimes they use as like a cement block by sargassum. They
okay.
make a building out of it. Some people use sargassum for like a soap because that have a lot of minerals. So it's good for our skin as well. So a lot of potential. But the most easy way, I think it works for plants. That's I knew over this 2 years, and my plants are reacting really good.
That's beautiful. So how many people do you have on the production team? Because
Production.
every day they're working to produce. Do you have a lot of sales?
No.
Not much. Not yet. You need to get more advertisement done.
Yes, and then this, I guess this is seasonal.
Okay.
So right now, like May to September, right now production is kind of down.
Just kind of the
Yes,
Right.
but we have a stock, so we can some share.
okay.
Yes.
Right. So so the production process is seasonal as well. So on a given day, you would have a team of how many people working?
Usually, like we collecting 10 people, but then like grounding, packing, maybe 2, 3, 4 people at the most.
So you start with the collection of the sargassum, and we
Yes.
saw the pictures of those already. And then in step 2, you would
Mhm.
you would do the grinding.
need to dry it.
Oh, you have
Need
to collect it?
Yes.
You need to dry it?
And to get crispy.
Okay.
When it's crispy, more easy to grind.
And then you grind it.
Yes. And
Okay.
then mix with some mulch, cotton shell, and then to get settled, then we pack.
Okay. So I'm not trying to take your business away, but I would be able to do something like this.
Everybody try it. So,
So I would be able to try something like that?
sure.
Okay. So I just go to the sea and I collect my sargassum. I lay them
You see
out
the
flat.
amount
Mhm.
is actually that's more than we can control. You see the amount?
Right. So if we
Used to
had
be beach was clean, but now they kill the fish. Any like a turtle, they have to come back to lay the egg, right? But sometimes the beach are already blocked by sargassum. That is not good.
right.
Yeah. Mhm. So people encourage
So
to
if
correct.
we encourage, so you encourage that others learn how to do it.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
the more people that are learning and are utilizing this process and collecting the sargassum, the quicker the beaches would be clean.
Exactly.
Wow.
We can keep the beach clean and then get back to that's our land to be more fruitful.
Okay. So I want you to tell me a little bit about the impact or the effect this has had, not overall yet, but on the young people that you're working with. Do you think it helps them to be more environmentally friendly and concerned?
Yes, so yeah, because right now it's a pandemic, so people are looking for a job, nothing to do, but we have at least something we can do, no?
Right.
So I think that was much better than zero.
So that helps them.
Yes.
But, what about the in terms of adults? I know that you work a lot with children, but do you have adults working?
Yes, I want to get to involve more adults actually because this grinding, anybody can do it. Like a single mother, don't need any degree. Anybody can do it and then own time, right? Once it gets dried and they can do it and then they can.
So you have a lot of volunteers.
Not yet.
Not yet. But if I wanted to volunteer, because you said anybody can do it,
Yes. Yes.
I can get in contact and I can sign up and
Sure. Yes.
oh wow. So by volunteering and signing up, I could go along on these trips
Sure.
and I could be a part of the entire process
Yes.
and I would learn
Okay.
and go back to my community and make sargassum into soil. All right, that's lovely. Okay, can we see some of the production pictures then? I think it's amazing what you do. I mean, a lot of people are struggling to build their little home gardens. So this is is that a father and a son doing it
Yes.
together? Wow, that's so
I
cute.
invited the father.
And where is this
He
picture?
brought.
And where is this
It
located?
says Kikaka.
Oh, this was Kikaker.
He brought his son and
So you go to the islands a lot more.
yes.
This is also Kikaker.
Mhm.
So everybody's participating. So I noticed that I think on the other slide you mentioned that you have huge bags that you collect. Usually in a given day, how many bags do you collect?
Usually 50 baht
50 bags. That's in one day.
one day. So
And how much would those bags produce in terms of the little sack of soils that you had shown? How much bags of sargassum?
like I mentioned it's shrink and dry.
It shrinks.
Yes. So even I collect 50 and we'll end up maybe 15.
15.
Yes.
15
Yes.
15 bags of
Yes.
fertilizer per 50 bag of sargassum. That's a lot of work.
Yes.
All right. So I was asking about the evaluation part, about the effect that it's having on the community where you're in.
Sorry.
I was asking about the evaluation part, the effect that it's having on the community. Do you are you able to assess how many people have started using your product and have had results?
We are just a pilot stage. It is the
Okay.
pilot project stage. I hope this like a project expanded to each district and each community can sustain this project. But right now we are just a dispatch from Readyville to there to there. So we hope each community do own thing and then clean the beach and then grow their products.
Okay. And this morning we're talking about sargassum into soil. We're talking about organic fertilizer. And this morning with me, I have Mrs. Solis, who is the director of the Belize Expressive Arts Foundation. And she does a lot of work there at that NGO. It's a non-governmental organization, non-profit, but they're trying to raise funds and getting grants so that they can continue this wonderful project that they've started of turning sargassum into soil. When we left off, initially we began a discussion on the process, the production process of how you turn sargassum into soil. And so we spoke a little bit about your team, and we wanted to share some pictures of how that process looks like so that our viewers can have an idea of what their yards will look like when they begin their project. All right. So in that first picture there, is that a grinding process? What is the young person doing? So that's after the drying period. This is the grinding process. All right. So can you tell me a little bit about what the machinery? It's not machinery, but it's a very simple.
Yes, this is what's potential this sargassum have.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lady was grinding into this sargassum. So this can be already a mulch fertilizer. And there is another potential, which could be animal feed or bar soap.
Okay.
Yes.
Just before those products though, what is being used to grind?
Oh, just it's a net grill.
It's a grill, a net.
Yes.
So is that a big rock or stone that I'm seeing there?
No. It's easy because once it's dry, it's crispy. So we can.
So I can use any
yes.
at home machinery to do the grinding. All right, and then you mentioned here EcoWeed. That's the that's the advertisement that you have Belizean made seaweed mulch fertilizer.
Yes.
So you can use it for animal feed. How would I use it for animal feed? I would just
Okay, this is another countries, right? Where
Oh.
people think this is just garbage or something to dump with. But then actually there is a buyer, they are calling me if you sell me as animal feed. My production are not so big as yet. But I just want to show this can be an animal feed. So if people that want to get into it, yes, we welcome. So we can clean up the beach more.
So all of those are potential byproducts that they can be used for. So we can use them for animal feed. I also saw is that you said soap.
Soap is already selling in Belize.
Oh, we have soap.
Yes, but not me. But then yes, some people do it. Yes, so it's
Wonderful. And then I noticed that you said construction.
Yes, that is Mexico. In Mexico, they make a construction block out of seaweed.
Oh, right. So the message this morning is that we have an environmental crisis. We have sargassum washing up on our shores. And how does that affect us as a Belizean community, as a church community? You know, it goes back to the conversation that as Christians, we believe that we are caretakers of the world, of this earth that God entrusted us with. So if there's something that we can do to beautify it, to make it a better place, it's not just a cleanup project. It's about actually using some of these to our advantage, to our benefit.
Yes, Belize first industry is tourism as well. But a lot of people, when they see a stock of sargassum, they smell it and then they don't like it.
Right.
So we always present as best beach. We are the one that's world second largest barrier reef in it. So people are looking into it.
Right. So it affects tourism as well.
Yes.
So that's one point. All right. Just before we close off, I want to be able to address our viewers in terms of how would they be able to access all of this information that you shared with me?
Okay.
You mentioned that you have a location here in Ladyville. Can you repeat that information?
Okay. We are located 8 Mile Northern Highway, Philip Golson Highway, or you can find us in Facebook page, Belize Expressive Art Foundation.
All right. And the number to call?
225-5001.
Okay.
Oh, this is my gardener.
This product really works. I didn't expect for it to work as well as it did. and
So
it's
what is he
really
demonstrating
environmentally
here?
friendly.
Okay, he applied
called
this
eco
eco weed.
You can get
There
it.
is a
It's
two
really cheap. It's
bunch.
inexpensive,
Actually,
and
I
it
eat
helps out
this.
a plant. I put one
And
week
then
ago. I
he
put a bit of the sarcasm from this product
can audio
on this side.
He applied only this side, and then this was the same. But do you see the difference?
Yeah, it's definitely the one that used the eco-weed fertilizer.
Yes.
It's growing at a much faster rate. That's amazing. I'm glad our viewers got to see that. That encourages me. Now that I want to go back to grow my little sour subs. I'll definitely be supporting that.
Yeah.
So on the final note, we spoke about us and how it helps us, helps our country. But what about the actual plants? I noticed that they grow better. But is there a specific additional benefit over the chemical or fertilizers as well?
Well, usually like any plants.
Mm-hmm.
For example, this one is already have a lots of roots, and then just apply this. Wait, you see that's the amount of the number of the leaf coming up, right?
Okay.
Yes,
And they're
then
bright and green and glossy.
Yes, looks happy already.
It looks happier.
And even some people worry about the salt because of this is the seed. It is okay to apply
the
it.
salt.
Yes, so I even tried some cactus.
Mhm.
You see? Yes,
And
but
it
they
works just
yes,
as well.
Yes, very good.
So I can use these on any plant.
Yes, any plant so far. Yes, I tried.
Right. Okay, so Miss Solis, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I would definitely like to meet you on site, for another episode to actually see what happens in production.
You're more than welcome to our site.
Right, but thanks for sharing us and giving us just an outline of what it is that you do. I have to come back in the high season. When is the high season?
Summer when the sea temperatures goes up. So next summer will be perfect time.
Next summer is too long. I'm excited. I'm excited, but it was good to have you. Would you want to leave any final thoughts with our viewers about sargassum and
this sargassum is a cause because of by man people. So we need to correct. I think this is a sign from the sea. The ocean is crying. This is a climate change. Pollution is coming. So by we can still take it out and then go back to the land so that our land can be more greener.
Beautiful. Perfectly said. The ocean is crying. And we're called to take up that calling to be good stewards. So this morning, I want to thank you for joining us for another episode of Defining Your Health. And I hope that the information shared was useful this morning, and I hope that you'll apply it and you'll utilize it. I'm ready to start planting again, even though I had stopped for a while because I got busy, but this really encourages me this morning. So thank you once more.
Okay, thank you very much for having me. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, viewers, and we'll see you again next week, same time, for another episode of Defining Your Health.